Welcome back to the channel. March 2nd, 302 a day, which I posted a video for 302 a day, but in the previous video I told you about the boys weren't around to help because they went fishing. Well, we are eating perch for supper. So how many did you catch, boys? Wait, what's the limit first?
50, so hopefully not more than that.
Oh, 25 apiece, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, we mean hopefully.
I don't think there's that many in there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I doubt there's 50 in there too, but definitely not. So you guys had a good time. Got to spend time with each other, and I'm gonna help clean fish. That means I get to eat some. That's not really a general rule around here, but I'm gonna clean these fish here real quick for them, and then we're gonna get back to working on tractors. I'm gonna put that seat on that tractor today. That's my goal. So we'll stand. How many more you got in there? Oh yeah, you guys are way under 50, so that's good. DNR officer asked you. You better know because he's gonna count. So or she. I've met a few of those. So all right. Well, I'll be right back after I get these fish cleaned. Okay, fish are cleaned. Yep, my hands stink. Even though you wash, you know how that is. You know, process a deer or clean fish, and you wash and wash your hands, and it still stinks. Well, the boys had a little boo-boo this morning too. Jacob hit something. I don't know, some critter. Was still dark out. You know how it is. Definitely, he said it wasn't a deer, but he didn't know what it was. So, well, so we had to get. He had a, you know, he's starting to be an adult. He had to call and get a police report, you know, for that, you know, so we can turn it into the insurance company. And well, I was a nice father, and I called the insurance company for him and got that process going. So it was nice. We have Farm Bureau insurance, which they're not, you know, paid sponsor or anything, but it was kind of nice. I called them up, and you know, after just one or two prompts, I talked to a human that spoke clear English. You know, it was an easy process. That's all I got to say. So my plan now is I want to grab that 302 well, the gas. I want to put the seat on. That's what I'm doing today. We're gonna get that done. So trailer's still loaded with the Vista on there for old Dougie boy as soon as he gives me that call. And so I anticipate that phone call sometime next week. So, oh man, wow, it's a nice day. I don't know if must be getting close to 50 degrees out here or something. I was out earlier today in the church. Nope, birds were chirping. Jeez. Anyways, out here, that was nice. I don't hear anything now, but oh boy. Yeah, ZA and ZB were on the last video. Somebody commented on the UB diesel. This tractor here that's kind of a semi-sad story. The story I got was they overhauled this tractor, and I got parked right where I went and got it. So that motor in there is fairly new, but the tree that was right in here that I had to cut out, you know, there's still the you know, the sawdust from that, and that's been months. But anyways, that tree was probably 18 inches across, so it's been a day or two. So I don't know, it's probably good for parts. I got a friend of mine that's kind of interested in it, and from Ohio. He's been here before. I've been to his place, but I think he wants to use it for parts. Maybe he'll get it running. I don't know. That's up to him. But so yeah. Wow, man, what a nice day. Oop. Okay. Well, I don't think I shut the gas off, but we're gonna check the oil in her. Since we just changed it. Oh, where's the mark at? I think it's right there. Looks like it was just below it. So we'll take her up to the house and throw a little more in there if we need to. But yeah, I'm gonna put that seat on here, so I'm pretty sure them bolts there aren't gonna want to cooperate, so I think we'll just cut them off with the grinder. Yeah, one there, then these four here. right? Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna start this tractor up, let it warm up just a little. This one, it likes to, it takes a little bit to warm up sometimes, for whatever reason, but. Squeaking. Jacob left his bolt in here, right here. I'm pretty sure if I drag this up to the house, that bolt won't be in there. You know what I forgot? I was going to put a toolbox on here too. We need to do that. Cool. All right. Jacob. How was fishing?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you want to take that push stick off if you don't mind, please, son?
You grab the other bit?
Yep. All right. I think I'm going to use the grinder. Grab me a set of seat cushions.
Yeah.
All three.
Yep.
Look for, you know, that top bracket for that third seat. Do you know where that's at? Have you seen that lately?
I know where it's at. I know where it's at.
Okay. Yeah, you grab that. I'll start cutting in things off. I have one or two of them. I don't remember. Oh, almost thought that was it right there. Okay, there's another manifold right there too, for R, U, or Z. Oh, shoot, there's another one. Oh man, yeah, you're right, Jake. I got a few here. Manifolds. Yeah, there's one right there. There's one right there. My organized chaos. That's what some people call them. Okay, found my toolbox that I want to use. We're not going to call it new old stock. We're going to call it my old stock, because it's definitely not new, but it is not beat up. The holes aren't even whopped out on it. I don't know if I'm gonna put it right here. I've seen them there before. You see them a lot of times up here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might put them down here because there's 2 holes there. We'll figure it out. We'll just figure it out later. But definitely this thing needs a toolbox because this tractor gets used. You could use tools on it. That's that cover I was talking about on the on my 7302 right here that I'm missing. Okay, we'll put you over here. Hopefully you're out of harm's way. Okay, safety glasses. I got some somewhere, but okay, seat base delete. All right, well that was not as difficult as it could have been. Okay, I'm ready now. This is this is that other seat cushion set that I bought when I bought the cushions for, well, that's that tractor over there. But anyways, so we'll take these bolts out. These are those ones that are made in Ohio by Y&F Cushion Manufacturing. I bought these through Gen Sales. I'm not sure, but I think you can buy direct from these guys. I don't know if it's better pricing or not, but it is what it is. So there. Okay, put them in there. I'll get these all out, then I'll bring you back. Okay. All right, so last time I put the other seat on like this, and I was told, and I think they're correct, that was wrong. So we'll put it on like this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now it comes from the tricky part. Hold on there, buddy. Buddy boy. Jake's helping me. Here, we'll put you right there. Okay, are you seeing what I'm seeing? We gotta make sure the holes are lined up, of course. All right, it's that one. And I think it's that one. Boom and boom, maybe. Well, that bolt ain't long enough. I can tell you that right now. Boom, 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 boom. Or should I left that pan on? Nope. No. Okay. I think these will work for the back bolts for sure. All right, you try yours on that side. Get her started.
I don't line up with a hole here.
Huh?
I don't line up with a hole here.
Well, you might have to move it around a little bit. Let me see.
Yeah.
Now you see it? These can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Got her?
Maybe, I don't know if it's straight.
Oh, let me see. No! Let me see it. Okay. Alright, I know we gotta find some longer ones for the front because these are working because it's going through the flat part there. Yeah, I don't think you got it in there. Can you even see the hole?
No.
Okay. There it is. I think. No? It's close. If it ain't. Alright. We'll just let that be for a second there. We gotta get some longer bolts for the front. We need 1.5 inch long bolts. Okay. This size, but 1.5 inch long. 340. Is it really? Okay. Okay, well, decided. Oh, well, not decided. I figured out. Or, the bolts that came with the seat. Well, they're a little bit too short to go to the front here, to go through this pipe frame on up in there. So I sent Jake to town. He's gonna get a couple of those. I'm gonna put the backrest on while we're waiting for him. And while we're waiting for him, I was thinking that maybe I could answer a few comments that I got on, well, the recent videos, I should say. See if I can do this. Well, I won't be able to do it exactly at the same time as I'm putting this other seat on, but I'm gonna bring that up. Let's see here. Okay, well, this one actually was 1 minute ago, according to this, from Roberts Brothers. Dan, very enjoy your videos. Okay, he didn't send a question, but you can read all these too. He enjoys, you know, listening to the history of the tractors I talk about. Scott, from Scott's Farming and Things, you know, he's always commenting. I appreciate that. You know, he enjoyed, you know, talk about the 302s and my dad's 5020 with a turbo on it. So down here, Anthony. Let's see, all I know is I think they are really neat. I wouldn't mind any one of these. How did you get into Moline, sir? Well, I can answer that question. I can never remember a day that we didn't have a Minneapolis Moline on the farm. Dad and Grandpa have always had Molines and John Deeres. I don't know about the John Deere always, but as long as I can remember, we've always had Minneapolis Molines and John Deeres on the farm. And, you know, a few other ones mixed in, but they were either yellow or green. One was an Oliver, like I've said before, an Oliver 2150. Oh, I'd love to have that tractor back. And probably a lot of you would understand. Okay. Oh, let's see. One thing, you know, sometimes here it is. I figured it out. Steve, I don't want to mispronounce your name. It says SLILD. Made a comment here. How did you learn all this knowledge about Molines? I'm sure there would have been a price difference back in the day when they sold new. And I'm sure, and he's talking about the video with the 302s, low band versus, I guess I'm not prepared. I could look it up somehow, what they cost new. You know, it'd be pennies compared to the, you know, the same tractor nowadays, but you know, a lot of things cost different nowadays. How did I learn what I know? I absorb everything I read, you know, watch. I've surrounded myself with, I say surround, but I have friends across the country now that are, some are older, some are younger, that they're sharing my enthusiasm for Minneapolis Moline. I learned from them too. I just, you know, I don't want to call it a sickness because I'm not looking for a cure or anything, but anything Minneapolis Moline related, I'm like a sponge. I soak it up. There's certain details that I for some reason I can remember. Numbers is for some weird reason I can remember numbers pretty good. Sometimes I'm not so good on names, but I'm probably better than others on remembering names. But anyways, it's something I love to do, is this Minneapolis Moline stuff. You know, it's crazy. You know, my wife is thought I've been nuts for years, but apparently she doesn't want to trade me in or doesn't want to go through the hassle of finding my replacement, which is fine. So, but I guess we've always had them. I've always liked learning about them. You know, all in all, I guess I don't know how many models there was or is, I should say, but I don't know if there was 50 different models made even total. You know, I'm guessing at that. That don't quote me on that, but you know, there's hundreds of, you know, John Deere's, different models of John Deere's, because they're still making them. Massey Ferguson, you know, the Case, you know, all those. They're still making those. You know, so I really only have, we'll say, you know, 30, 40, 50 models to learn. So it's not that much, but I learned, and we're still learning every day about these tractors, different things, or different programs, or different you know, special orders they did for, you know, there was a whole bunch of Jetstar 3s, 4 stars, and other models that were base units that were sent to be made into forklifts, as in like a telehandler, Lowell, and there were some other ones too. Brick buggies is what I want to say. That, you know, that's kind of neat. And you know, some for the military, and you know, some for the Del Monte Food Company. It's just we're always learning, you know, and some of the stuff, there's quite a bit of history, or you know, out there that you can find. But then other stuff, there's very little, like the Minneapolis Moline tugs. There's not a lot of information out there that's easy to find. And you know, I owned one once. I traded actually for that RTS. If you go look at my videos, that RTS it was white when I got it primed, and then, you know, I repainted it, you know, got it running, repainted everything, and you know, that I traded for that. Anyways, and I think that machine is still in existence. I don't know if it runs yet or not, but you know, it doesn't matter. The guy can do whatever he wants with it. Anyways, what else was there? Oh, back to the comments here. Out of all your tractors, how many don't run? How many will never run? Let's see. Any of the tractors that are up here by the shop, and I don't know how many there is, because between me and Dad, we're down to 49 Minneapolis Molines. We had a few more. I've sold them or whatever. You know, that doesn't include our, you know, any of the equipment or lawnmowers or anything. You want to count my lawnmowers, we're over 50. But anyways, anything out back just about is a project that doesn't run for the most part. There's a 705 out back. We throw some fuel on that tractor, it'll start. It just needs some tires on the back. That's actually the tractor I grew up. I learned to drive on. That's what I should say. You know, 101 horsepower tractor. And probably the first time I drove that tractor was picking up hay, I bet. You know, they put it in first gear, and you know, those idle, you know, fairly well and creep along. So let me think what else is out back. That 5-star that's out back, that is one of the 13 tractors we bought at one time there. That was the only tractor that I drove on the trailer itself. It didn't run very well. Let's see, that ZB, that with a wide front, is out there. I haven't had that running yet. So anything out there is either a parts tractor or a project tractor that I have not had running yet, for the most part out there. I'm trying to think what's out there left, because they've been working their way up here. I guess this ZA that's in the shop here doesn't run because, well, the motor's part. That 302 will run, the 900 will run. That ZAS military back there, that runs. That drove itself in here. All these run here. Anything under the lean-to runs. So I'd have to count to answer that question. Let me see who it was. Brian Hayes asked that question. Honest, you know, it's a good question too. So that's the thing. I've got tons of projects, and some of them I just haven't got to yet. There's a couple of them Z's out there. I will probably never see them run. That I'm using them for parts if I need, but you know, the right person comes along and wants a project that they want to, you know, put you know them tractors are going to scrap yard, but wants that task of, you know, rebuilding the whole thing from the ground up, basically, you know, and find all the parts to put it back together, they could find another home. But there's a 4-star out there that's supposed to run. I've never heard it run. This UTS diesel it's on the other side of the shop. It's supposed to run, but you know, I changed the fuel filters and put new fuel in it, and that system with actually it's getting warmed up. We should probably try to start that one again. I'm still trying to work all the air. Those are a bear to get all the air out of them. I had another one that I changed the fuel pump on before, and I didn't have that much trouble. So I'm not sure what's going on. I am getting fuel squirting out of, you know, I loosened the or cracked the lines on the injectors. I am getting fuel out of some, so I think the fuel pump is pumping, but I still have air in other places. Yeah, then there's a ZB and a red nose U over there yet too. Both of those run. So I would say the majority of my tractors run. They're out of the 49, there was probably, you know, 10 to 12 that haven't, I have never heard run, or they probably won't run. You know, that UB diesel that's out back with a narrow front, I probably will never hear that tractor run. I don't have the time or the money to put into that tractor, I guess, or the feel the need at the moment, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So that, like, again, you know, that tractor supposedly has a new home in Ohio, eastern Ohio, whatever the guy decides that he thinks he needs that. So there, that answers a few questions that Michael Abbott, seen you in Deckerville at the volleyball game. I'm sure you were excited to be there too. Oh well. So hey, next time you see me at a Deckerville game or whatever, you know, come on up to me. I'm, you know, not above anybody. I'll talk to anybody, especially if they want to talk about tractors. And but anyways, I don't know what grade your daughter is in, but Lydia's in 5th grade, and we lost to Deckerville. We beat the other 2 schools, but we lost to Deckerville. So that's just, it's funny. You know, it's a tournament, and basically there's 4 schools there, and you know, they play. I guess they call that a set. 2 games equals a set at that level or whatever, and basically at that level, if you can serve it over the net, you're going to score a point. For the most part, at least in 5th grade. But a different feel compared to ZB. I loved it. I'm just reading a couple more here that, you know, if somebody's asking a question, I can answer instead of typing everything up. James Hendrickson, which he's I know we're on a couple Facebook groups together. You like the UB diesel? Yeah, I think they're cool too. I just sometimes I get a little irritated with that old American Bosch pumps. They're something else. So, but anyways, I guess the answers some of the questions. Is always, you know, sometimes people like giving, you know, receiving shout outs like that there, and sometimes they don't, but I did this time for you guys. So, but let's get back at that. Jacob went to the hardware store. He's the one that just sent me a text, and they were closed. So we're gonna have to do something different. I guess we're going to Tractor Supply. Since he's home, Tractor Supply. That sounds, Tractor Supply is right down the road from Dairy Queen. So I guess you know what that means. He doesn't know it yet, but Dad's gonna spring for some Dairy Queen tonight, or this afternoon, whatever. So, all right. I'll bring you back here a little bit. Maybe you can see what's going on. I know I'm just putting a seat cushion on. Ooh. See if I can get that started. I might make him drive though. Okay. All right, that one should go right in. Easy enough. There he is, the man. Apparently they're not open till 5 like you thought.
Winter hours. They close at 1.
Close at 1? Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't blame him. So I guess we'll go to Tractor Supply. You know what that means, don't you?
Sour cherries?
Huh?
Sour cherry?
No. It's not a bad idea. I was thinking ice cream. That works too? Alright. Okay, alright. Let's see. If it's a 7/16 bolt, or it takes a wrench, a 7/16 wrench, what size bolt is that?
Should know.
You should know?
I just went over this in machine design.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, tell me. Machine design. So you learned something in college. I thought you said before you weren't learning anything in college.
I can't remember what it is. I didn't learn much.
Oh. I see.
I'd say 3/8.
Nope. Because the 3/8 takes a 9/16 wrench. I'm just testing you, son. So let's think about this.
So a quarter would be half.
Well,
If it's
no, 5/16 is a little bit smaller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So 5/16 would be take a 1/2 inch wrench. What's under a 1/2 inch wrench? Or under a 5/16. You said 1/4 inch early in our discussion. And you were right. So I was just testing you. You semi-passed. Okay. All right. I couldn't find that bracket for that goes up here to put that little pad on here. I'll find it, then I'll put it on some other time. But we're gonna do this. So, so you want to ride along with me to go get some?
Yeah. You might have.
Huh?
You should leave.
Yeah, we'll leave Fuzzy and Wuzzy here. Lydia's supposed to be cleaning her room. So, anyways. All right.
Oh.
And what's Nick doing?
Oh.
Taking a nap?
Oh.
That doesn't sound too bad to me. All right. I'm just trying to get this started here. I don't know why that doesn't want to start. Grab me that 7/16 wrench. I don't think I put it in my pocket here. Oh, you got it? Good job. Okay. You want to tighten this one up? Tighten that one. And there's one on the other side. Please. Nice day, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Chilly this morning up there. But...
Yep.
Oh, it wasn't. And then it got daylight, and then it was chilly.
Yep. One. Okay. So we'll finish these up, and I'm gonna go grab a couple bolts. Well, I wonder if I got any around here. That would make more sense if I didn't have to run the TSC. I had a little longer bolt. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look and see if I got one real quick, or two. Okay, got the right size bolt. Well, at least I think I do. See if we can get these started in there. These I can actually see the hole. There. That one started. Yeah. All right, we're in business. Got that wrench, son?
It's on the pipe.
Oh, right here. Okay, thank you. All right. Ooh. What a nice day. All right, I'll get this all tightened up, and we'll move on to the next thing. My wife got home about the same time we did. She went and got groceries, which, you know, that's usually not a fun thing to go do. It's always expensive too. It's crazy what food costs nowadays, groceries. But anyways, we stopped at Dairy Queen. She didn't, and she made a little comment about that. Oh well, she drove right by the place just like we did. But anyways, it was good. I had me a Blizzard. I can't remember what it was called. Something about New York and cheesecake. And there was strawberry in there too. That was all yummy. That's all I got to say. So I was not disappointed in that at all. I'll tighten this one up here. All right. Okay. There. Seat is on. Let's try it out. That looks a little smarter than the other one. So I'm gonna have to swap that around for Dad. Oh boy, that's a lot more comfortable. Oh, the sun's in my eyes. Can't have that. So yeah, nice seat. Very comfortable. I hope I could spend hours on that. So now, toolbox time. So I was originally thinking that I wanted to, you know, mount that. A lot of times you see them. Hey, let's go to the other side real quick. A lot of times you see them mounted on the fender, and I'm gonna tell you what, these fenders are so nice. I really don't want to poke a hole in them. A lot of times they're mounted right here. There's a little, like I'm gonna call it a triangle bracket that's fastened to the fender. Then that toolbox there would sit on top, which is fine. I could do that. I've also seen them, you know, mounted down here, right next to you, down that platform. It just seems like in that location there, it collects crap, as in, you know, hay chaff or dust and dirt, and just seems like, you know, it's the same thing as, you know, a battery tray. It just seems to collect stuff. But what I think I am going to do, this is oil from when we spilled it here. I am going to mount it to the frame rail here. So I don't have a hole that, I should say, I don't have two holes that line up. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to drill a second hole in the toolbox and use these holes here and mount it to the frame. Then I have a toolbox on here. I just think that's a good handy spot, easy to get to. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I did, what I think I'm going to do is put one bolt on, then I'm going to take a marker and just mark out the back side here with a marker. I think I can get in there, and then I'll drill another hole. So all right, let me find all that stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I heard somebody say today that it got up to 56 degrees or something like that today. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, I want to keep that back. I think that's what I'm going to do. Keep it there. I don't want it sticking below. So what I did is I 1/4-inch bolt, fits in there just right. Just a little bit of slop. Then I got a 3/8 washer, so kind of used it as like a fender washer. Oop, that didn't work out. Hopefully the 3/8 washer is big enough. Yeah, it is. I just gotta hold it correctly. There. Wonderful. Looks semi-level. Okay. All right, so now I'll take my permanent marker and just mark out where that other notch is there. Laying in the dirt. That's all right. Okay, now I'll take my nut back off. Okay, now I'll take the old screw gun, use that hole. I want to make sure because it looks to me that I'm a little bit here. That's where I made my mark, and until the holes don't line up there. So that's a 3 3/4 center there. We'll make it right there. Oop. I think that'll work. There we go. Okay, wonderful. Should be good to go now. Okay. I gotta tighten the bolts up, but that's gonna look just fine right there. Sweet. My man Nicholas went fishing all morning, and guess what? Well, he's going fishing again. Now he's going fishing with his buddy. That's fine. So, all right, I gotta grab another 7/16 inch wrench, and we'll get that thing tightened up. All right. Have fun, don't be dumb. That kid, I swear, Nicholas. Well, you're gonna back the whole way, huh?
He did it last time too.
Yeah. Oh well. He's a professional. Huh? Well, you can hurt the tractors on. He'll hurt his pickup though. These Molines are built pretty tough. But Nicholas, I swear that kid, he loves to fish. He's always loved to fish. And I swear if there's a mud puddle right here, he could catch a fish out of it. He's one of them kids, just or guys or whatever, people that just always has good luck fishing, it seems like. And don't matter what he's fishing for. Alright. Cool. So now we can put a few things in here that we'll need, right? This was lacking a toolbox. There. We're almost taking that. Sweet. Take this little bit of a wire off. It was a tag of some kind. I think I know the auction sale I bought this from, but I'm not positive. I think it come over by Snover, Michigan. You remember that auction, bud?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hauled a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good auction sale to go to. And actually, that guy was an old retired. Well, you know, he passed away. He was actually an old Minneapolis Moline mechanic at one time, back in the day. So, yeah, I bought a whole bunch of parts. Some of these parts that you see came from that auction. This has been a few years ago, but and then I bought there was a ZA there. Actually, it's the same tractor or same motor that's in Jake's ZAE. I used that motor because the motor that was in Jake's tractor, which I was with my father when he bought that tractor at an auction sale. Funny story. It's funny how you start talking about something that makes me think of a memory. I'm sure that does the same thing for you guys. But anyways, we were down at an auction sale near, it was between North Branch, Michigan and Silverwood, Michigan. If you ever heard of Silverwood, you're probably local, because Silverwood is, you know, it's one of them things you blink and you're through it. There's only a few houses there. There's a bar, there's a post office, and there might be one church left there. But anyways, see, now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Thanks a lot, Pops. There's local auction sales. Dad and I love to go to auction sales. So I don't remember what we were going there to look at, but I was kind of, okay, battery just died again. Anyways, I was talking about, I was starting to snoop around. I was snooping around. I was a little bit younger. I want to say I was in high school-ish. I said, Dad, there's a Moline in here. But it was not on the sale bill. So, you know, we figured is, you know, something they were keeping. So sale was on Saturday. This would have been Friday we were there. But anyways, the tractor ran and drove, or I guess, let me back up. So we looked at all, cool, you know. I want to say there was like a John Deere. There was something there. Was there a 60 John Deere or something? Dad, I'll have to ask Dad if he remembers what we were after at that sale or not. Or it was just because it was an auction sale we wanted to go, you know, because good kraut dog is good. But anyway, so we went to the sale the next day, and lo and behold, that Moline Z was in the lineup. And they got to it and they said, oh, this wasn't in the sale bill, but we're going to sell her today. And Dad ended up buying it. We used that for, you know, raking hay and other stuff there. And then I can't remember what happened, if it was something wasn't charging, flat tires were bad on it, I know, after a while. And well, anyways, Dad parked it in the shed. Well, it ended up the motor, you know, got stuck on it. So I bought that ZA at that auction sale to put in my dad's engine. So I actually still probably have a bunch of the engine parts here from that project. So I got together, and my very first Minneapolis Moline that I personally ever bought was a ZAE, basically a carcass. There was a crankcase, the crank was in it, and all that stuff. I believe the blocks were on it, but no sheet metal. Did have some rear wheels on it. If I remember, I remember they were Oliver 9-bolt wheels on them. I sold that for about what I paid for the whole tractor. But anyways, I bought it. I was thinking I was going to put that back together. But anyways, I kept that wide front, and that is what's on Jake's. There, we're not too far from there. Just walk over there. That is what's on Jacob's ZA. So we're almost there. All these tractors run. This one does run now too. Just that tire is beyond repair. This is it here. So just so you know, it's not easy to swap out a narrow front for a wide front on the Z's. You basically have to change, of course, the front end, but this whole casting here, you have to change that. They don't just bolt up underneath. You know, a ZA has a pedestal on it, which we can go look in the back, but where this one, it hooks to the wide front, it hooks there and back here. Okay, and that steering pedestal comes down here. That is a pain in the butt in itself. So basically, you know, you have to have this whole unit here. This is interchangeable, the grill and the radiator and all that stuff, but the base of it, and of course the front end, you have to swap all that out. And that can be a difficult task, and sometimes it won't be too bad, but I have done that. So yeah, I need to put a tractor back here. But all right, Well, let's go look at the finished product one more time of the 302, and we'll probably cut the video here. Oh, I want to grade the driveway one more time with this one, or one more time today. It needs it. It needs it. Gotta pick this scrap up here. You want to pick that up for me, buddy? Put that in the scrap pile. But okay. Oh, there's a bolt. So what do you think of that seat? That looks nice. That's a great location, I think, for that. It's not going to interfere, you know, checking the oil or putting oil in. Yeah, I like that. That's a good spot. All right, let's put these bolts somewhere that I'll never remember where I put them, right? That's how that goes. That screw, can you put that drill bit? Goes in that kit that's sitting on top of my toolbox. All right. Ooh. Tape measure. Need that too. Okay, well, I'm gonna move this tractor out of the way. I'm gonna grade the driveway. I won't video it this time. You guys have seen that recently with the old 302 here. Then, oh, it's pretty early in the day yet. I want to say is it 6 o'clock yet? 5:30? 5? Quarter after 5. And that sun, oh, I can't see. It's behind the house. Oh, barely there. You can see it above the house. So I want to say we got a good hour and a half left of daylight. I like how these days are getting longer. Too bad they're probably going to screw up the time here shortly, but it is what it is. You just deal with it. Piss and moan and complain, right? And deal with it. So, all right. Well, that's enough babbling today. So, hey, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Again, if there's something you want to see, something you want to talk about, any questions or whatever, you know, let me know. It, you know, sometimes it makes it easier to do a video, I guess, or, you know, a lot of times I know I want to do something, well, then it turns into something else, you know, and you know, it's just, I'm videoing what I'm doing. So I'm thinking this spot, I gotta pick these tool or parts back up and get them back away. That 950 needs to come back in here, and so we can get that one finished up, or at least farther along. So, oh, that's my wife. Are you going for a run or a walk?
A run.
Okay.
To keep that dog here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, my wife's gonna go for a run, and I'm not. So, I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you in the next one.